Chris from Watch Shop UK, and today we're taking a look at the Timex Expedition WS4 Black Chronograph, model number T49664. So we'll start by opening the packaging. As you can see, this watch is a trekking watch and it does come in some very rugged looking packaging. It's quite good looking. And I'll open the box here for you. It comes in a nice classic looking box, and I'll just take this box away and we'll take a closer look at the watch itself. Now, first thing you'll notice about this watch is just the size of the LCD, and you'll realise that there is a reason for this. It's not just to make a statement or to create an oversized watch. The amount of functionality that this watch has requires that there's a lot of space on the LCD display for all sorts of information. At the moment it's currently displaying time, although I've yet to set it correctly. It isn't 1:06 AM. Also altitude, temperature, and an analog display for time as well. The watch itself is, dimensions wise, is 50mm by 16mm, so it is quite a large watch. I'll just show you briefly on my wrist. I do have quite slim wrists, but as you can see it does occupy a large part of the wrist, and to be fair, I'm rather fond of that. I do quite like an oversized watch. The material the case is made from is a plastic and resin combination, and the strap is a rubber strap. Very wide band. Also, I do like the look of a wide band on a watch as well. It is water resistance rated to 50 meters, which means you can get it wet, you can go swimming with it, but just don't engage in any extreme water sports or any sort of diving where you would be using an air canister or anything like that. What I'll show you now is just a few of the functions, and it will only be a few because there are really loads of functions. We could go into them and show you them ad infinitum. So I'll just use this bottom right button here, which is the mode button. So we've got altimeter. Currently it isn't calibrated correctly, but with the altimeter here you see this display, a small bar on the right hand side here. As over the course of 36 hours this display fills up with bars that chart your altitude, the recorded altitude. So for example, if you're going on a trek of some sort, this is going to end up displaying lots of peaks and valleys, just showing you throughout your trek how high and how low you've been going as far as altitude is concerned. Next we have barometer, measured in millibands, although you can change this to other forms of measurement. I've changed all the measurements here to metric. When it did first arrive, it did come in imperial, so the temperature was in Fahrenheit and the height was in feet, but I'm more comfortable with metric and I've changed it to that, but you of course can change it to whatever you're comfortable with. And it's nice to see an American manufacturer come out with a watch that takes into account people who do use metric and prefer metric. After barometer we've got a compass, which I have not calibrated as of yet, but this dial here, which usually shows the analog time, displays the hands of a compass, and this display here displays the degrees. We've got a chronograph, accurate to 100th of a second. We've got a timer, currently set to 10 minutes, so it's essentially a stopwatch. As you can see, timing backwards. We have an alarm, and we have a calibrating setting here where we can go in and we can calibrate all the settings for weather, altitude, etc. And that's about it. Of course, all of the features that I've just quickly gone through here do have a lot of depth. You can go in and you can change various aspects of altitude. Altitude, for example, you can set, I believe it's 4 or 5 different reference points. So you can set a home altitude, you can set a secondary altitude, you can set an altitude alarm. So if, for example, you're traveling, you're hiking up very high in the mountains and you want to be careful as not to become hypoxic from low oxygen, you can set an alarm so that when you exceed that altitude, the alarm goes off and you know not to proceed any further. So overall, it's a very good looking watch. I do like the big widescreen LCD display, the nice wide rubber band. It's sturdy, rugged, and it does everything you could ever ask for, especially in this price range. So if you like the look of this watch, please visit our website at www.watchshopuk, where you can find this and many, many more.